Moving on, Safina presidential candidate Jimi Wanjigi has been denied clearance by the IEBC to run for the presidency for what the IEBC chair Wafula Chebukati said was failure to meet the requisite signatures, failure to submit copies of IDs of supporters who endorsed his presidential bid, and failure to present his bachelor's degree certificate. To this, Wanjigi decried foul play by IEBC and faulted the Commission for preferential treatment of candidates. Wanjigi claimed that other presidential candidates had been cleared despite presenting documents in a similar format. Wanjigi's academic transcripts were rejected by the IEBC, as Grace Wangoi reports.
The 9 days set aside by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, for presidential candidates to present their nomination papers at the Bomas of Kenya have finally come to an end. On Monday, Safina party presidential candidate Jimi Wanjigi presented himself for registration in the company of his running mate, lawyer Willis Otieno, arriving at an auditorium of cheering crowds. Soon after presenting his papers to IEBC officials and signing various papers, it was now time for Wanjigi to present himself before Presidential Returning Officer Wafula Chebukati. Chebukati, who analyzed Wanjigi's documents, disqualified the presidential candidate over lack of a bachelor's degree, which is part of the requirements.
Also, the fact that we have, there were some inconsistencies in the identity cards which were submitted to us. Although on this second limb, we've been allowing candidates to go and harmonize with our team. But on the first limb of the degree certificate, it's mandatory, and due to that, I'm rejecting your application to be nominated as a candidate for presidential election.
This response did not sit well with Wanjigi, who defended himself by saying that Commission for University Education had already cleared him.
There is a very clear mchujo that is being decided somewhere else, not here. You cannot apply different rules to different people. Don't cut your supporters out there. Don't cut me. Don't cut me. Don't cut me.
You summarize.
No, don't cut me. Candidates. Do not cut me.
Wanjigi defended himself using Walter Mongare, who was issued with a nomination certificate despite not presenting his degree certificate.
We were told all the documents are in order. We are privy of a previous candidate being passed on the same documentation for education as we have presented, and we were told it is okay, it is fine, it is tick, tick, tick.
Upon this realization, the IEBC revoked Mongare's certificate. Chebukati also noted that Wanjigi did not meet the requisite signatures required, failed to submit copies of IDs of supporters who endorsed his presidential bid. To this, Wanjigi protested, accusing the IEBC of deliberately reducing the presidential aspirants list in favor of a few people.
I want to say categorically here that kuna mchujo na kuna watu ambao hawataki kuona wengine wakiwa kwa ballot. And you will not get away with it, Bwana Chairman.
So far, only 4 candidates have passed the mark, including Kenya Kwanza's William Ruto, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance flag bearer Raila Odinga, Roots Party presidential candidate Professor George Wajakoya, and Agano Party's David Maore Waihiga.
Same university, same Commission of University Education was cleared on the strength of that letter.
Reporting for Hope TV News Watch, my name is Grace Wangoi.